With the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, state-ordered movement restrictions have led to allegations of human rights violations, including extortion, unlawful arrests and detention, sexual and gender-based violence, and extrajudicial killings. In the same vein, insurgency in the country's northeast seemed to spiral out of control. Communities were attacked, displacing citizens and rendering them vulnerable to harsh realities such as homelessness, starvation, and even death. The disparity of the COVID-19's impact underlines the existing challenges experienced by citizens during emergencies and the nation at large. These profound injustices experienced by segments of the population have also highlighted the broader social unrest across the country. Over the past 4 months, 9 startups through the GovLab and Startup Northeast incubation programs have been working on solutions that can aid and improve the response and accountability of the government and stakeholders in distributing aid during crisis. Today, we are proud to share these solutions with you. Welcome to the Ventures Platform Demo Day 2021.
Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining the Ventures Platform Demo Day 2021. We are streaming live today and are really excited to present to you the startups and the progress they've made over the last 4 months. Startups and innovators can play a critical role in addressing complex problems in order to make our society better. Startups aren't only about building solutions in the private sector and making profits. We have found that they could be a more sustainable vehicle to catalyze sustainable development in many countries, especially in Africa. Africa has faced many challenges in fostering good governance and ensuring effective delivery of services, especially during crisis. 2020 will serve as a constant reminder of when COVID-19 took the entire world by surprise, but also revealed the gaps in the country's ability to tackle such crises quickly, efficiently, and effectively, especially in reaching the hard-to-reach population. The role of tech in ensuring efficiency in the delivery of services cannot be overemphasized. Demo Day today is special and quite different from other demo days we've had before, as we reveal startups in our maiden edition of Aid-Tech and Civic-Tech initiatives. Over the course of 4 months, both programs focused on selecting early-stage startups with the best ideas and helping them fine-tune those ideas and turn them into sustainable enterprises and prepare the solutions for adoption by different stakeholders. Ventures Platform has partnered with the US Embassy and the National Endowment for Democracy, who were open and daring enough to work with us to support these startups address urgent issues of access and unmet social needs heightened by the COVID-19 pandemic. I would like to say thank you to our partners for their support. I would also like to say thank you to our experts, our coaches and mentors who have been a part of the program from inception, supporting the teams and helping them think through and validate their value propositions. I believe that the relationships that we've built will last for a very long time. On today's agenda, we have 9 startups to showcase, and after the speeches, you will have the opportunity to connect with them in the various breakout sessions via a link provided below in this video. Without further ado, and I cannot believe I'm using these exact same words, I want to declare this demo day open.
We will begin today's speeches with the Startup Northeast Innovation Program. 4 extraordinary startups with brilliant solutions to aid distribution and data management, as well as insecurity. First up is Aid-Tech, a platform that aims to restore the dignity of earning honest income to vulnerable Nigerians by facilitating donations and skills training.
Hi, my name is Ife, and I'm the founder of Aid-Tech. Aid-Tech meaning AfriNovate Digital Empowerment Program, restoring dignity to the internally displaced through skill acquisition. I'm going to share a story about Rukoya Oseini, a 25-year-old lady whose husband was killed in 2015 by Boko Haram in Kokawa village. Rukoya had to leave everything behind and flee from her village with her 5 kids. Back in Kokawa, she was a seamstress, but since she moved to the IDP camp in Borno, she's been unemployed, solely depending on aid to feed her children. Rukoya has attended 3 different training sessions since she got to the camp, but the problem is she makes money from none because she has no resources to keep it going. There are over 2.9 million other Rukoyas, vulnerable people who had to flee their homes and are currently unemployed in IDP camps. They do not have the dignity of a job, and so they eat whatever they get their hands upon and live in conditions that are determined by other people. Over the past years, billions have been poured into the region as aid and grant until the IDPs are able to sustain themselves. Even more money will be needed. This is why we created Aid-Tech. Aid-Tech is a platform that allows people all over the world to donate towards a skill to return the dignity of job to vulnerable people in Nigeria. Our platform allows donors to select a skill and a family to sponsor for the skill acquisition. The family selected gets the training and updated reports shared with donors. At Aid-Tech, we do not stop at skill acquisition. We help beneficiaries make a business out of the skills they have acquired by teaching them how to sell and keep a financial record. We also help them list their product on a website to drive both local and international sales. Unlike our competition, we don't just teach a skill or organize training. We help vulnerable people to start a small business out of the skills they've learned. Over the course of the program, we've returned the dignity of employment to 50 families. We have taught them how to create 2 different types of paint and given them the resources and tools to create enough that they could sell in the market and make a small business out of. We make 15% commission on every product sold on our e-commerce website, and the remaining money goes to the beneficiary that created it. By 2025, with strategic partnership, our goal is to train and empower 10,000 families, help them start profitable small businesses, and ultimately give them the power of choice. According to UNHCR, there are over 3.2 million internally displaced people in Nigeria, and according to Bloomberg, over 23.3 million Nigerians that should be working are currently out of jobs. Aid-Tech will be the largest creator of employment for the most vulnerable people living in Nigeria. The team to make it happen is me, Ife Dolakolawal, and my teammate Anna Ishaka and Mujib Mustafa. Anna has 7 years experience working with IDP camps in Borno, and Mujib has 3 years experience working as a full stack developer. I have 7 years experience working with tech entrepreneurs in Nigeria. Together, we are a gritty and resilient team that is passionate about what we do at Aid-Tech. Traditional charity and aid alone will not solve the problem of poverty. Our vision is to create a platform that can solve the problem of poverty through the creation of sustainable jobs for the world's poorest. If you are interested in helping more people get back their dignity, please join us in our breakout session today. Thank you.
Next is Aid-Card. Aid-Card is leveraging USSD technology to help aid relief organizations deliver the much-needed support to beneficiaries in remote locations.
In 2017, a few friends and I visited an IDP camp in Benue State to provide support. Upon interacting with the beneficiaries, we discovered that aid items provided are not sustainable and beneficiaries are subjected to a single type of aid without the proper condiment to make a decent meal. This has resulted in massive malnourishment, especially in children. The process is highly corrupt as aid providers often do not get to the target beneficiaries because they are either diverted or stolen. Studies have also revealed that the cost involved in delivering aid to the affected region is significantly high. In fact, it can cost an aid giver over $10 to deliver just $1 worth of aid. This high cost is owed to services such as logistics, manpower, security, etc. The process of aid administration lacks proper accountability, hence very challenging for aid givers to determine impact of aid provided to beneficiaries. Excessive procurement or incomplete distribution, such as the case of COVID-19 palliative, resulted in massive wastage of some food items. These challenges inspired us to build a solution called Aid-Card. Aid-Card is a distribution service that helps aid and grant organizations deliver the much-needed support to beneficiaries, even in remote locations, leveraging technology and our growing network of community vendors. By simply profiling beneficiary and crediting their individual wallets with unit, each beneficiary may exchange their unit with accredited vendors for basic commodities like food, medication, cash, etc. Using Aid-Card, government, humanitarian and developmental organizations will significantly lower logistics, security and manpower costs associated with aid distribution, eliminate fraud and corruption, improves accountability on how aid is distributed, empower and restore dignity to beneficiaries, enable aid givers administer aid at all times, even in the comfort of their offices, will restore the business ecosystems in the affected community and significantly improve livelihood. We have access in real time to rich and more quality data to make better and informed decisions. We curb warehouse wastage due to excessive procurement or incomplete distribution. During this Startup Notice program, we successfully completed 4 aid distribution programs reaching 200 beneficiaries in Gombe, Kano, Lagos, and Rivers. We have also grown our network of community vendors to over 100 users across the Northeast. We operate a service model. Therefore, we make money by charging our client a 10 to 15% fee on our services, which include aid beneficiary registration, aid distribution, and monitoring and evaluation. By the second quarter of 2022, we are aiming to distribute aid to 500,000 beneficiaries and generate revenue to the tune of 50 million naira. This will be done through partnership with aid giver organizations and collaborative effort with our great number of community vendors. 7.7 million people in the Northeast need support. 90 million people in Nigeria live in poverty and require support, and 490 million people in Africa largely depend on aid from humanitarian or government agencies to survive. This shows that our service is highly needed. By 2030, we envision Aid-Card to become the leading service provider addressing aid delivery and distribution problems. To make this vision come through, we are a team of highly experienced, skilled and competent professionals. I am Wando Ondaka, the founder of Aid-Card System. I have an MSc and BSc in SAP and Information System, with over 8 years of experience in business and solution analysis, project management, monitoring and evaluation. My co-founder Jonathan is a software developer with over 6 years of experience in developing software solutions. Ivana is a business development expert with over 4 years of experience. We encourage all aid givers out there to adopt Aid-Card so that together we can restore dignity of the vulnerable, revive businesses in crisis-affected zones, and uplift the impoverished out of poverty. Join us in the breakout rooms to know more about Aid-Card systems. Thank you.
Our next startup is Dove Air, a company that's saving lives by speedily delivering medications and aid with drones.
Hi, my name is Francisco Seda Martins, and I'm the CEO and co-founder at Dove Air. At Dove, we're using drones to save lives from the skies. Almost 2 billion people worldwide lack adequate access to healthcare products. This is due to challenging terrain, conflict, and poor infrastructure. At Dove, we're using unmanned autonomous aircraft, which we call Doves, to safely, reliably, and affordably deliver life-saving medical deliveries on demand. In our first 18 months, we've conducted over 35,000 life-saving deliveries, 1/3 of which are critical on-demand deliveries. We're the second largest Africa-based logistics company after the billion-dollar US startup Zipline. We've been credited at 3 hospitals eliminating maternal mortality. We're profitable, generating just over $1 million in revenue. And in terms of jobs, we've created almost 40 jobs across Africa and internationally. How our business model works is during the day we deliver at cost or even at a slight loss life-saving medical deliveries, and in the evening these services are subsidized by more profitable services, which include e-commerce delivery, multispectral analysis for agriculture, peacekeeping flights, and maritime conservation patrols. This allows us to address multiple issues in the same market. Dove has signed up a cooperation engagement with 2 UN agencies to expand across 9 countries, mostly within Africa and also in the Indian Ocean and the Pacific. Our aircraft are designed and manufactured in Africa, and we're also bringing manufacturing facilities and capabilities to Nigeria itself too. In terms of our 3 founding members, my background is in supply chain optimization and startups. It's my second startup and I have 1 exit under my belt, and I've been listed on Forbes. Our CHO, who's onboarding shortly, her background is in philanthropy, so second startup, and she's led donations to philanthropy in the non-profit sector. Our CSO, William, it's his second startup. He's also listed on Forbes, and he's also led an extensive experience in technology, and he's worked at UNICEF, Microsoft, and Thales. We're also joined by advisors from across the startup, logistics, and development sector. Most notably, we've brought on John Basrett, the former USA director, and we're excited to join future mentors through this program. We're currently raising a pre-A round. It's our first investment round. It's $3.6 million, which will help us expand across Africa and secure further COVID response and COVID vaccine delivery grants and services. 60% of this round is already committed from our lead investor, and we're looking for other investors who are passionate about this ecosystem and saving lives in Africa. We're also looking for partners to help us expand regionally in the Northeast and across Nigeria generally. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me, and I look forward to connecting. Thank you.
Our fourth startup today in the Startup Northeast program is Aid-Tech. Yawa Technology is tackling insecurity as they have developed an emergency response app that enables people in crisis to signal for help and get the aid they need.
Hi, my name is Tenenge Edward Ipiaindi, the CEO of Yawa Technologies Limited. We are solving inefficiency in emergency response. The Boko Haram insurgents have displaced millions of people in northern Nigeria. These brave people are facing hardships like lack of shelter, food, and medication. Local and international aid organizations have stepped in to provide support. Unfortunately, insurgent forces pose a significant threat to aid operations. In addition to widespread violence of human rights and international humanitarian law against civilians, this group has kidnapped and executed aid workers, making clear that they have associated these groups with the enemy and will not respect international humanitarian law regarding the obligation to allow secure access for aid to reach people in need. The Yawa app is a GIS early warning system designed to serve as an SOS signal for aid workers in distress to enable first responders, emergency workers pinpoint with accuracy the location of these distress calls. Once an emergency is reported via application, it automatically sends this information to anyone using the application within a 1 kilometer radius, thereby creating situational awareness for aid workers, citizens, and first responders in that specific area. Once fully built, the enterprise version will be able to help aid agencies, government and donor organizations sign up their workers and get real-time information about their whereabouts, thereby reducing response time. Before joining the Startup Northeast, we had a prototype JS app. This program allowed us to build and pilot a custom version dedicated to protecting aid workers. We worked with 100 aid workers from different organizations, and now we have received funding and are ready to fully launch the application. Organizations will be charged a monthly subscription fee of 10,000 naira per aid worker. We plan to onboard at least 30 aid organizations, donor organizations, local and federal governments. This will be made possible with the support of partners like the Northeast Humanitarian Innovation Hub and other possible partners in the region. Statistics from the UN show that over 80 local and international organizations collectively employ an estimated 4,000 aid workers in the region. Our vision is to become the foremost platform that provides situational awareness and emergency reporting in Nigeria and the West African region. We will be demoing the application during the breakout session, so please, security agencies, humanitarian agencies, dignitaries from governments, and the general public who are interested in being part of protecting our heroes, please join us. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Christopher O'Connor, Senior Program Officer for West Africa at the National Endowment for Democracy, a private nonprofit foundation dedicated to the growth and strengthening of democratic institutions around the world. For decades, the endowment has supported civil society organizations in Nigeria as they work to strengthen the country's democracy and improve its governance. As the COVID-19 pandemic swept the world, the Ventures Platform Foundation came to the National Endowment for Democracy, highlighting the governance challenges that were emerging because of the pandemic. Ventures Platform Foundation emphasized the need for government transparency and accountability in the delivery of public services and the need for government to respect human rights within the context of its response to the COVID-19 pandemic. We were impressed with the organization and its innovative proposal to address these concerns. To tap into Nigeria's growing innovation and activist community, to develop citizen-centric initiatives to improve government's policies and actions to address the crisis. Specifically, Ventures Platform Foundation proposed to launch an innovation challenge to solicit ideas for improved government responses, identifying the best candidates, and mentoring and guiding the winners in implementing their programs. As a result of this proposal, NED decided to award Ventures Platform Foundation with a grant. Because of VP's vision, we're all here today. From all of us at the endowment, we wish you luck as you design, share, and implement your proposed avenues for collaboratively working with civil society, government officials, businesses, and your communities to improve accountability and transparency in public service delivery, to advance human rights, and to strengthen the rule of law in the context of COVID-19.
And now, we move on to our 5 startups in the GovLab program who have been working on solutions that will improve government accountability and transparency in public service during emergencies.
Hello, I'm Timmy Olagunju, founder and team lead Policy Map. You may call me Timmy. A Policy Map is the next Bloomberg for policy analytics and advocacy. The future of democracy is at stake, especially in developing countries such as Nigeria. Without policy literacy, there can be no sustained civic action. Misinformation and disinformation about government's action and inaction thrives, and citizens resort to violence to channel their action. Even in developed democracies such as the United States, this festers, as we can see with the case of the Donald Trump saga. Policy Map is a one-stop platform that helps you make sense of policy issues that matters to you and supports you to take action within a community. Policy Map, we help users understand the policy issues that matter to them in their own way without the complexity of jargons, and supports them to take actions. Within the GovLab program, we started a Policy Map pilot project called Fix Politics, focused on driving policy advocacy around the delay in passport renewal in Nigeria. We have received positive feedback both from government and stakeholders involved, and built a subscriber base of over 1,000 people and over 100 volunteers through this effort. Beyond donations, we plan to sustain Policy Map by generating revenue from biannual and annual subscriptions to our Policy Digest, which provides in-depth and simplified policy analysis to institutions and individuals, as well as consulting. Our goal is to further expand policy interventions and base to 1 million subscribers and over 100 aggregated volunteers globally, impacting different policy issues and lives. Our plan is to leverage a community of universities and university students as volunteers and interns to simplify public policy issues and grow a subscriber base that makes government institutions truly accountable to the people. Look, the policy analytics and informatics market is new, with the potential for becoming the billion-dollar industry, and the approach is scalable across boundaries with impact. As a practical instance, Bloomberg is built around this model with a slight variation to news. Policy Map will become the Bloomberg for public policy analytics and advocacy. And to achieve this feat, we have a founding team with me, a lawyer and policy analyst as founder and team lead, Dr. Odimegu, who is a researcher as research lead. The future of democracy is strengthened here and everywhere, and misinformation or a lack of information fuels crisis and corruption. Policy Map is here to change that and to sustain democracy so you thrive and prosper. So please join me at the breakout rooms for a conversation on how we can collaborate. Thank you.
Next today is NG Voices. NG Voices is leveraging technology to foster civic engagement through civic education and connection with government representatives.
Good day everyone, and thank you very much for being here with us today. My name is Yvonne Wong, co-founder of NG Voices, where we are activating the power of democracy through civic engagement. At NG Voices, we are constantly worried about the decline in civic participation in Nigeria. Data has shown that even in elections as polarizing as the presidential elections, voter turnout has been on the decline every election cycle. This trend produces a varying number of problems, ranging from a lack of faith in elected officials to increased dependence on non-state actors, and can eventually lead to a complete breakdown of law and order. As such, our primary focus is to reverse this. Our solution in this space is a civic tech product called Sabi. Sabi is a mobile application that allows users access civic education in their native languages and connect with their elected representatives. With Sabi, users can directly access who represents them at different levels of the government and view their relative activity or inactivity. Sabi helps to bridge the citizen-government gap by providing users a way to track the activities of their elected reps and also contact them directly. In just a few days of launch, we've gone from 0 to 500 users, with over 30 emails sent to representatives by constituents and 3 direct responses we can confirm. The launch of Sabi coincided with the recent Twitter ban in Nigeria, and we saw immediate uptake there because users were looking for a solution just like Sabi. While we recognize that this is not primarily a profit-making venture, we also know that we need some kind of financial sustainability to drive this work forward. We have identified 4 channels through which to achieve this, ranging from grants to donations from the public, merchandise sales, and maybe eventually selling research data. In the next 6 months, we want to grow to 10,000 users and acquire grassroots community organizers to kickstart our offline campaigns. With these 2 goals in mind, we have struck strategic partnerships with other civic-minded organizations working in this space, like Other Paper and Plaque NG. We have also made informal arrangements with some markets in the southwest of Nigeria to kickstart or serve as pilot cases for our offline engagement. Sabi has the potential to reach 100 million Nigerians, and this can go even much further if this product expands to the rest of Africa. Our vision is to significantly move the needle on civic participation and get to a point where 90% of eligible voters participate before, during, and after the election cycle. There's a lot of work to be done, but we are confident that we have a capable team to handle this. Apart from my co-founder Nima and I, who are both seasoned researchers, we have a small team of paid developers and a much larger network of volunteers representing different parts of the country. We truly believe that the only way to have a functional democracy is for everyone to actively participate every step of the way. As such, we invite you to come on this journey with us, starting by joining our breakout session later today.
Our next startup today is Zuli Social. Zuli Social is building a platform that will enable small-sized NGOs to start a membership-based community.
Hello, my name is Samaila, founder of Zuli Social. We are simplifying how small-sized CSOs fundraise. During the global COVID lockdowns last year, millions of Nigerian families who rely on daily wages were suddenly without an income and faced starvation. Elsewhere, civil society organizations stepped in, provided necessities to those in need. Our community-based CSOs could not rise to the occasion. They lacked capacity to fundraise for an emergency. Without relief from CSOs, I saw the suffering many endured firsthand. The challenge small-sized CSO founders faced was lacking the public relations resources and international donor networks of established large CSOs to fundraise. So, when the opportunity came to solve this problem during the Gulf Lab program, we grabbed it. Zuli Social is a platform designed to give small-sized CSOs a dedicated place for starting a membership community and fundraising from members. It integrates social and content tools in one place for building and managing a membership-based donor community. We reduce the cost a small-sized CSO bears to build his own fundraising tools by aggregating CSOs and providing those tools as a shared resource. We have organized our first community meetup with 20 CSOs and signed up 9 of them on the platform. Our target early users are community-based CSOs not having a website. We create their landing pages for free and they start paying a monthly subscription fee of $1,500 to run a campaign to fundraise. Our growth projection for the first 6 months is reaching 200 paying users. To achieve this, we plan to engage existing CSO networks, create free web accounts for their members, and provide fundraising support. The consensus is there are hundreds of thousands of CSOs in Nigeria. They represent our initial addressable group. We have a global addressable base of 10 million CSOs based on Global Leadership Bulletin publication. Our vision is to give community-based CSOs the financial freedom to cease reliance on foreign donor aid. We are confident we are the right team to turn this vision into reality. The team members include myself, leading product development, and Yusuf, leading user growth. I have entrepreneurship experience starting Startup Kaduna. Yusuf has experience starting and building Carpet, a coalition of grassroots CSOs. We are tackling a problem that ruins promising CSOs. Secondly, we are exploring a solution scalable to a global beneficiary base. Furthermore, we have the relevant experience and common focus to build a robust solution. I invite you, therefore, to partner this initiative to revolutionize the CSO sector. Join us in our breakout room. Thank you.
Next up is GovLink. GovLink has created an online platform that aims to improve citizens' participation in government by linking citizens to elected representatives and public administrators.
Hi, my name is Ngozi Ozemela and I'm the founder of GovLink, Democracy in Action. Fortune Abemba was a 19-year-old 100-level civil engineering student of River State University when he was kidnapped and killed. He was the only son of his father. Inu Morin was a job seeker when she was lured and killed on pretense of a job interview. Kidnapping, armed robbery, thuggery, and other social vices are on the rise because citizens are unable to speak out or hold government accountable for the poor economic situation in the country. As such, they have resorted to any means possible to survive, and this has left the nation in a state of great insecurity. The state of the nation requires urgent participation of citizens in governance, and so we created GovLink. GovLink is a platform that links citizens to elected representatives and public administrators in order to improve citizen participation in governance. Our users love our platform because it doesn't just allow citizens to know and connect with elected representatives, It provides a two-way communication, encourages meaningful contribution to governance issues, and enables the provision of real-time feedback for better emergency response. This allows for speedy implementation of solutions to pressing issues in their areas. Over the course of the GovLabs program, we've been able to refine our idea, validate the solution, and develop and release our V1 platform for beta testing. As we grow, we hope to remain sustainable and impartial by mining the data we process to produce reports which would provide valuable insights to government and international organizations. We will also productize the platform for implementation in other countries of the world, and in addition, sell our expertise to set up there. By the end of the year, we plan to have at least 1 million active subscribers from all over the country. And by 2031, GovLink will be the #1 governance platform in Africa, ensuring that every citizen's voice is heard and participates in governance. Nigeria presently has a population of 210 million, with about 82 million registered voters, but only about 28 million active voters. That's a large number of disenfranchised citizenry whom we hope to engage meaningfully to drive sustainable change. And the team to drive this vision is me, Ngozi. I'm the CEO, a certified HR consultant with over 7 years experience in consulting and engaging with government. Bamishe, who's a corporate communication strategist, is our COO, and Salihu, who's a tech expert and well-versed in developing web platforms, is the CTO. As you can see, Nigeria is represented on our team. We are the nimble team pushing for every voice to be heard in governance, and we won't stop until every voice matters in governance. For a demo of our product and partnership opportunities, please join us in our breakout room, and let's take citizen participation and engagement in governance to the next level. Thank you.
Our last startup today in the GovLab program is Aid-Tech Actions, a crowdsourcing web platform that's inspiring and enabling individuals and entities to take literally actions on civic issues from the convenience of a single platform.
Hi, my name is Charles Homofwan, and I lead the team at Noble Missions. Noble Missions is a non-profit organization based in Abuja, Nigeria. Like many other organizations, we use multiple platforms to run different campaigns to mobilize citizens to support and participate in our work. But it was time-consuming switching between platforms and even less efficient managing our data because our information was spread across these various platforms. So we designed Aid-Tech Actions as a single web platform to run multiple campaigns. Now, the platform has helped us so far to manage our data better and to save time and cost. In fact, it has even helped us to improve our citizen engagement outcomes. The first time we were tagged in at least 50 tweets was after launching and using the Aid-Tech Actions platform. Today, I'm glad to announce that after participating in the GovLab program, we have redesigned the platform to help other organizations solve similar problems. Organizations can now use the platform to create different campaigns and mobilize citizens for support, whether to demand accountability from the government or to help communities during emergencies. The platform is straightforward to use. Organizations join the platform, create campaigns, share links to these campaigns among their network, whether through media or through email or even through text message or WhatsApp. Then users get notified of new campaigns on the platform and they support these campaigns. When they support these campaigns, they earn an Active Citizen badge and the platform's points called Bitcoins. Now these coins can be used to win rewards on the platform. Unlike similar platforms, we are the first and only indigenous platform for organizations to crowdsource a wide range of civic actions, and also the only platform that offers local gifts as rewards for users who support campaigns on the platform. So far, we have over 6,500 users who have registered and taken actions on the platform, and 2 organizations are currently using the platform to run their campaigns. Joining and using the platform is free for individual users and organizations, but organizations that would like to access the platform premium feature will subscribe at 15,000 naira annually or 1,500 naira monthly. We also take 5% commission on every successful donation campaign. We also hope to generate revenue from sponsored campaigns and brand promotion. With your support, we hope to grow from the current 6,500 users now to our first 15,000 users and have at least 50 organizations run their campaigns on the platform in the next 6 months. According to Model Intelligence, the global crowdfunding market size was around $13 billion in 2019. And in Africa, the crowdfunding market was estimated at about $126 million in 2015. So we are positioning ourselves to become one of the major platforms that organizations in Africa use for their donation-based crowdfunding. Our vision actually is to become one of the main platforms organizations use to crowdsource civic actions in Africa. I lead a small but mighty team of 4. I'm a certified project manager with over 10 years of working experience and working for local international organizations here in Nigeria. Nav, my lead developer, is a full-stack developer based in Canada. He has over 20 years experience in software development. Joseph, who manages our communication, holds a bachelor's degree and a master's degree both in communications. And the last person on the team is Karen. She's based in Bolivia and she supports Nav as a junior full-stack developer. She holds a degree in system engineering. In the last 4 months in the GovLab program, we have proven that we have the skills, experience, and commitment to grow this idea to a global audience as a team. And with your support, we will become the first Nigerian citizens engagement web platform to serve the whole of Africa. We are not just building a web platform, we are building a community of active citizens in Africa. We look forward to seeing you in the breakout section and we invite you to come hear us, learn more about us, join us, and let's create a community of active citizens who are able to demand accountability from the government and help people in and out of emergencies. See you soon. Thank you.
That was simply inspiring. I'm incredibly proud of this squad and the dedication and drive they have shown. Above all else, we are looking forward to these solutions being adopted by stakeholders and the following impact they are sure to manifest. Congratulations once again to all 9 startups. Thus far, what you have achieved is commendable and we are excited about the future you are building. On behalf of Ventures Platform, the National Endowment for Democracy, and the US Embassy, I would like to say a huge thank you to everyone joining us today, especially to our partners and mentors for your ongoing support. I'll hand over now to the Director General of the Bureau of Public Procurement for a few words on how these startups can collaborate with the Bureau going forward.
My name is Aliyu Edogi Aliyu. I'm the Director of Database Regulation and ICT Bureau of Public Procurement. I'm very, very happy to be privileged to be invited to witness this demo today. It has opened our eyes that indeed startups can bring solutions to the country. They can increase our per capita, just as happened in other parts of the world. In any case, the softwares, Facebook, Twitters that we see today, all of them started in these forms. And the startups, we have a lot, especially for us in my office, that deal with various government agencies. There are a lot that government agencies that need to carry out using services of startups, such as the people that have done the demonstration today. And it's a win-win situation. You bring some to government, government becomes more efficient. You are also given opportunity to also carry out your work, so you earn something and you grow. Just as Facebook started by some university people just as an hobby, and today it has turned to be a very big business. So as I said, there's a lot of collaboration to be done between government and startups. For us in BPP, we are doing a very big ICT project. We also carry out some other projects that we have dealt with. I would say ICT. We have archiving systems that are not mainstream. We have an accounting system that we have also got people to find solutions to make us more efficient in the things we do. Finally, I want to thank the organizers of this, for giving us the privilege to speak here and also witness today's event. Thank you very much.
A special thank you to our entrepreneurs in residence, experts and coaches for using your expertise to help each of the startups along their 4-month journey. Please join the startups in the breakout sessions where they are ready to answer your questions.